All right, what's going on, everyone? This is Zen here from Zen Multiverse, and I hope you're having a great day. So, we got some news about casting, right, for Ghost Rider. So, as you all know, Ghost Rider is a Marvel Comics character who is pretty awesome, right, for lack of a better word. So, we're going to get into that and who the casting possibly will go to. And yeah, before that, time to hit that intro.
You will never amount to anything. We shall see.
All right, team. So bringing it back, there's a couple things that are going on when it comes to the possibility of who our brand new Ghost Rider will be, right? And we got this article from CBR, and CBR, I always go on CBR. It's a phenomenal website where I get a lot of my news from, and it comes in form of the star from The Walking Dead, Norman Reedus, as the possible Ghost Rider, which is pretty exciting. So let me just bring up some pictures here so you all could see of Mr. Reedus himself, right? And just a picture of Ghost Rider so that you all could see as well, right? So from the looks, just from the looks of it, right? You already could see that those of you who are comic book readers, he can play the part, right? So people are saying that he's fueling rumors, right? About him being casted in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this is following a reputable, I would say, report, right, from Charles Murphy, who's from Insider, and he's basically saying that Reedus has taken to social media to add further fuel to the fire, for lack of better words, about the casting. And some of that comes in the form of him going on other people's tweets and liking it, right? Which is okay, but in the sense of it seems very targeted in a good way about the hype of the Ghost Rider, right? So Charles Murphy quotes on Reddit, it says Marvel has chosen an actor for Ghost Rider, and it's not Keanu Reeves. A lot of people speculated that it would be Keanu Reeves, but this is not the case, right? And that the deal has been finalized, and he's happy with their choice, right? Basically, if the deal is finalized, that he'll be happy with the choice, and he guesses. And people were saying it's gonna be, our boy right here. Which is Norman Reedus, and he would go on and he would like it, and that's about it. So it's pretty awesome. Let's get some more pictures of Reedus himself, right? And this is just for you all just to see him, right? And he is an older character, but he's played that rugged type of biker type character for a while, and I think that's a perfect combination for Ghost Rider himself, right? Yeah, I mean, there's not that much to say other than this possible hype, right? Now, the reason why I'm Ghost Rider hasn't always been a character that I've been like, whoa, Ghost Rider, I'm so hyped for him. He's always been a character that looks pretty phenomenal and cool. But I'm more hyped for what he can bring to the table in terms of storytelling, right? We might get characters like Mephisto, Blackheart. This kind of gives even more development into the Midnight Suns, right? Where we could see characters like Ghost Rider, Blade, the Black Knight, and maybe even hopefully we could get characters that cross over because we have the Multiverse of Madness and other things like that, such as Morbius, right? Number one, that Morbius movie looks really good. So people are now questioning, right, which Ghost Rider will he play if he plays a Ghost Rider, and if he doesn't play the Ghost Rider, still yet what Ghost Rider will be in it, right? So we have a couple of different Ghost Riders that he could play. We have Johnny Blaze, which is the one that many people are familiar with. We have Danny Ketch. We have Robbie Reyes. A lot of people are now really familiar with Robbie Reyes from the comic books, but also from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show, right? Which then begs another question. We have Alexandra Jones, Kushla, or we have Alexandra Jones or Kushla, right? That's their alias switch, right? Yeah, I don't want to see him like join Spider-Man or even Doctor Strange. I want to see him join the likes of kind of like these mystical type of characters, right? That would be pretty cool. So, but in terms of depictions, we've had Johnny Blaze and Robbie Reyes depicted in the Marvel Studios or Marvel type of landscape, right? Nicolas Cage, who played Ghost Rider, I really enjoyed that first movie. It was pretty good, and the second one wasn't too good. But I didn't make the movie, so I could only critique as far as my enjoyment for the movie itself. Now we have Robbie Reyes, who played in the Agents of Shield show. Now the question that I was speaking to previously was people are wondering if Agents of Shield is canon at all, right? The thing about Agents of Shield is because it was a show that wasn't under Kevin Feige at the time, people like myself are saying that it's not truly canon, right? But that has changed, and I'm gonna say why. It is canon, but it's canon within its own universe. Let me explain. The same thing is similar for the Netflix series. Now, I'm using concepts from Loki, the Multiverse of Madness, and the concept that I'm speaking about from Loki is variance. Now, if we use this concept alone, then we can conclude and surmise that um, all of the Netflix characters were totally in a different universe. The reason why I'm saying that is because if they do not go the route of saying that the Netflix shows were already in MCU continuity with the main timeline, then those characters were just different variants of the prime versions that are now apparent in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and or Marvel Studios, and that includes Daredevil, right? If you watch Hawkeye, spoiler alert, then you'll know that that Kingpin appeared towards the last couple of episodes, right? Now, another spoiler alert incoming. For Spider-Man No Way Home, we did see Matt Murdock towards the end of the movie for the end credits scene, we saw him at the end of the movie, right? So if they're not in continuity or connection with each other, the Netflix shows and what we just saw in the movie No Way Home and also in the Hawkeye show, then we can conclude that they were never in continuity and we could just use the multiverse and variant logic, right? That those characters from the Netflix shows were just variants of the prime versions that we're about to see right now, which is why they look very similar, right? And we already know because the actors were really great, so um, they got them back, right? The most popular ones, of course. So yeah, so if that's the case, now I think now I'm going back around to Agents of Shield. We could just say that Agents of Shield was just another universe, right, within the multiverse, and their story is as canon as can be for those characters. That's it. Um, because a lot of things did happen in Agents of Shield that would need quite a bit of explanation, right, or for lack of a better word. So, yeah, let me know what you think about that, team. I hope I bridged some sense just now when I was talking about the multiverse and variants and things of that nature. Because if you haven't seen the show, then you're totally confused about what I'm saying. Um, but the main reason why I talked about Agents of Shield is because Robbie Reyes can be canon in that universe, and that's it, right? But I'm hoping that we see Johnny Blaze because unless they say that those characters, the first Ghost Rider movie, everything can be canon, right? Or part of the multiverse, as explained in like Spider-Man No Way Home and also Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And now with variants, that logic can now make anything possible, right? Old characters can come back that we've seen in previous movies. So, um, yeah, I don't believe that we're gonna see Nicolas Cage come back. But if we do see Nicolas Cage come back, I would believe that he would be a mentor-esque character to whoever takes on the casting, right, of Ghost Rider. If it is our boy right here, then it would be great. Um, so yeah, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Um, I'm pretty hyped. I'm hyped because things are the Marvel Cinematic Universe is expanding in a way that I didn't think it was going to expand, right? It's expanding at an exponentially fast rate where we're seeing characters like the Eternals and more importantly, the Celestials, right? And seeing Black Knight, and yeah, it's just like a lot, right? And I keep on thinking about how are they going to keep up? But they are keeping up, right? They have a set plan and they plan out a timeline of things. And you know what truly helps is that they're using the Disney Plus shows as a bridge and connection for a lot of these concepts that are happening in the movies. The two, I do feel like you need to see, can you go in and just watch the movies? You can. Would it be wise to do that? Nah, I don't think so. Because you know, I'm looking at things like the development of Scarlet Witch, right? And in the teaser for Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, he said, he said, I'm not here about what happened in Westview. And oh, well, she said, she's alluding to that. She basically says, like, um, I did some things in Westview. I hurt some people. And he's like, I'm not here for that, right? But for you to not know what happened in Westview would mean you missed a lot because that's her becoming of the Scarlet Witch. The same thing could be said for Loki. If you don't watch Loki, I feel like all out of all the Netflix, I mean, out of all the Disney Plus T Marvel shows that came out, Loki seems to be the most instrumental in all of them. So, um, as you can see, I'm rambling and I'm not even talking about Ghost Rider anymore, but it's hype because we could see the Midnight Suns, which is pretty hype. We could, I could see Moon Knight joining with Johnny Blaze. Hopefully they bring over Morbius. He just transfers from the Sonyverse and comes over to the MCU. We get Morbius, we get Blade, we get Black Knight. Originally, I'm not really hyped for Black Knight because I don't know that much about him, but I'm hyped now. You know what I mean? We saw Black Knight, or at least the sword, before he becomes Black Knight in the Eternals movie. So yeah, I know I just spoiled like a ton of stuff, but you came to my video. But anyway, everyone, this is Zen from Zen Multiverse, saying peace, love, and prosperity. If you're enjoying the content, drop me a like, subscribe, do all the stuff that will support the channel, right? If you want. If you don't want, then I hope you enjoyed the video in some kind of respects. But more importantly, be good to yourself and be great to others. And remember that you have the power to shape your reality around you. Later, everyone.